Alright, folks, welcome back, everyone. 皆さん、おかえりなさい。今日は34日目です。It is day 34. And a quick day today in Wanikani, as well as Bunpro because of our catch-up day yesterday. Let's get right into our lessons. This will be an opportune moment to try out the cram feature. It's been pushed off for a couple days. Had the privilege of encountering quite a lot of conversation. Alright, let's get into our 20 for today. Okay. Kuro. Kami-sama. Purasu. Purasu. Huh. この間 the recent past or time frame close to the present. Interesting. All right. Toshi is fine. 例えばね。yeah. 例えば。Okay. All right. All right. 違い。Yeah. All right. Seems good enough. 小さな A less common word for having a lower volume or taking up. Okay. Mimi. Right, Mimi. The ear of a pot or a jug. A candle. Huh. What is this? Is that like salvage? Salvage? Interesting. Oh boy, if they use it in that way. Deito. Yeah, deito. Kyodai. Ore. Light expression that highlights the thing done to show someone appreciation. What are we up to? Like, probably 5 or 6 ways to show appreciation. Ama's fine. Ore is gonna be a little rough. Tonari. Typically something that's immediately to the left or the right. Yeah, the neighboring thing. Right, the neighboring thing. Kageru, to hang up. Kakeru, kakeru, not kakeru. Kakeru. Uh, not the strongest one. Don't remember what your onyomi is. Let's look. Hi. Yeah. I think it's that would kind of explain why I don't having trouble with the onyomi. Okay. Henji. 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 The exchange given by a conversation partner after having something said to them. That's certainly one way to describe reply, answer, and response. Okay. Okay. Negai. Negai. Something wanted greatly by the speaker, but they are unable to attain or realize themselves. That gun. Yes. This one's gonna be a bit tough. Haru. The act of being placed lengthwise across another surface or becoming attached to it. Haru. Yeah, so my predominant one was to stretch. Stick. That is pretty expansive. Okay. What is this? Cho? Yeah. Okay. Odoru, to dance. Okay. And then Kumo. Alright. See. Questionable. Questionable.
僕の好きな色は黒です。
神様を信じる。
In this class? Oh. Right.
このクラスには30人いる。
A while back, so in the past, right? So
この間友達に会った。
今年は2021年です。
I've already forgotten the example. Dang it. Example would be, it would have be in it somehow, right? Oh no, that's thanks. I don't know. It's re. So. 例えば using re. Yeah. That's gonna be a problem.
私は甘いものが好きだ。例えば、チョコとマシュマロ。
Start adding our notes now. How should we go about this? Makes you think of BB in German. Oh, the example, for example. We have leader. Okay. So we have the it of the Yakuza leader had many weapons. For example, traditional weapons like a knife and bat, but also a ray gun. And I'm thinking of a very specific thing, so Tatoeba. Okay.
味の違いがわからない。
ここに小さな家があります。
私は耳が良い。
As part of the phrase. Oops.
デートの約束をする。
Different type.
彼
of
は
brother.
私の兄弟です。
お礼の言葉を言う。
My T didn't
この
work.
玉は赤色です。
Oh, my T didn't work again.
あなたの隣にある調味料を取ってください。
壁に時計をかける。
返事をする。
Yeah, I lost this one too. Can I think of at least some of the characters? It has request in it. So this is my string, right? Yeah. So let's work on this one too. All right. We're gonna use a page. Duck kind of still comes to me. Nah, let's use page. Hello there. I hope you've been really well and had a good holiday. You see you've been really hard at work as always. Thanks. How are you doing? Was your holiday well as well? It's Valentine? Fair enough, fair enough. Yes, yes. Well, Gandhi was reading page from scriptures, sure. Scriptures. He ended up helping an eagle he found near a spring by the cliff, where the net got the by poachers got sprung. Man, that's place got okay. All right. Okay. Very good. You failed the N4 in December, but you're nearing completion of your associate's degree and getting your professional license. Nice. You have a position lined up, but you've also been accepted in a university to study linguistics with a focus on Japanese in the fall. Interesting. So you're gonna juggle that with your associate's degree in optics? The plan?
彼女には結婚したいという願いがある。
Put up. Eh? Match. Case lengthwise. Oh, you're done in the summer with the optician program, so your plan is to work with that part-time as you pursue your university passion? Fair enough. Sounds good. Cho is the character, but
キャンプでテントを張る。
友達と踊る。
この雲の色は白だ。
Okay. Sounds like you're moving forward. It's nice. Hopefully you manage to secure part-time stuff and then start juggling all your other things. Sounds like an excellent year to look forward to. Congrats on your acceptance. You're doing an internship now and you really like it? I see. You were pretty nervous about the sales aspect of it and having to deal with insurance companies and whatnot. Yeah, that sounds like involving in the package, alright. You acquired any unexpected skills during your internship? I suppose when you said your preview was pretty nervous, I imagine it's no longer a point of nervousness now. Okay. Do our vocabulary reviews before we go into messing around. That is not this doesn't feelings? Oh.
映画で戦争のシーンを見ると胸が痛くなります。
You suppose you've learned to be more confident in yourself and what you know? That's unexpected for sure. Fair enough. You had a conversation with this woman who works there today. She was asking you about what you do now. Oh yeah? Is that what you describe? Like all the things. How would you answer that question? Huh. Oh, no. Oh, no, wait. It actually could? What is that? What would that word be? Probably... Yeah. Wait, it's good.
家に荷物がつく。
You suppose it helps. Wait, and you told her how it's pretty thankless? Okay. And she said that they don't feel that way about you there at all and are already talking about keeping you on. Made you really happy. They're great people. Oh, so this woman who, yeah, okay, who works there, okay. You suppose it helps that your heart is in it and do really want to help and do a good job there? That's interesting. So your first, your response is, it's pretty thankless. Huh. Yeah, your heart definitely has to be in it in order to really want to help. I'm not entirely sure if it would be sustainable for someone who feels like they want to help and expect thanks in return. It is certainly a great like icing or additional form of motivation. Let's see. Life. What type of life are we talking about? 生活? Lifestyle?
大学での生活を楽しむ。
Agreement.
部長。彼女はとても優秀だ、課長。そうですね。同感です。
同感です。I am. 音楽には何があります There. Expressing probably one's own confidence.
音楽には自信があります。
Well, certainly not. You suppose you just meant it as in there is a difference between the way you're treated by customers at the hardware store and at the optician. So you're talking about when you said it's a thankless job, you're talking about the hardware store is thankless and that you don't feel the same at the optician. Since when the woman asked, fair enough. My general, if I had to think about that type of response, if I had to read into it, you feel the optician job is a much more fulfilling position for you. Fair enough. So did you I guess my thought is the woman asked you like, what do you do now? And your highlight was that it was a thankless job, right? But it was used to highlight the contrast of being appreciated at the optician. My first thought would be like, you work at a job and the way to highlight the current job is to talk about something that you don't like about a previous job or an existing job. So that's that was also the intent behind, like, it's interesting that that's how it was answered when I asked about it. Sounds like it's a nice change of pace to be at a place that you find more fulfilling because there's an expression of thanks. Oh dang, I just realized one of my stoppers are no longer attached to the bottom of this. Explains a lot. Yeah, you hope they didn't view it as you being negative in hindsight. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I mean, for myself, I don't want to underestimate anyone, but it is an interesting way to think about it. I'm not sure. So here, we can play like devil's advocate, right? Let's say you went and approach it as you're saying, oh, like, I really love this place. The optician really is a far more fulfilling position, right? Like, you do the positive thing. If you were to spin your wheel of cynicism, it could be interpreted as a like empty form of flattery, right? Like, So it would take some time to actually know what the woman is like. Is this the first time you met the woman? Because that would be kind of interesting, what this woman is like. Nevertheless, it seems like it's a net positive. Is this the woman that you're doing your internship with now? How long have you been on the internship? I don't know if people are that critical about things. Generally speaking, like in the work environment, I don't typically like what your response or the way you describe your response when that woman asks you. That's something I have to think about, because I don't typically view it from that perspective. So it's interesting to hear how other people answer those type of questions. It was my intent behind asking the question, because I may not know how other people act. So the office dynamic is really fun. Everyone is really welcoming, and it's a small practice. You work directly with 2 others, and there are 2 doctors, I see. And the 2 people sort of in the back, so to speak. Okay, yeah. So you have 2 logistics, right? 2 logistics, maybe 2 administrative people in the front end, and then you have your private practice doctors. So far, you have only done 18 hours, but it's over at 35 in a flash. Oh, wow, the internship is a small number of hours. How long is that in terms of days? Is it like 3 or 4 hours a day? How long do you have any time to process all of this? Or did you just do 2 9-hour days with a group? So you basically have like, what, 4 days with them? Or is it spread out? Sounds like a crash course, 35 hours. Glad to hear it's turning out to, when that woman said that they would want to keep you on, that means you've already achieved what you set out to do within the 35 hours, right? You've been doing 5 to 6 hours and writing a reflection after each shift once a week. Nice. So you do have time to reflect before. Excellent. Like I often, I can see the attraction of doing long hours and then getting the hours out of the way. But I often find that whenever someone seeks those types of internships, they rarely ever have time to reflect. So when they don't have time to reflect, it feels like you might as well not. Like, one of the things is there is no growth. There's not substantial enough growth from the lack of time to process. In the second half of the semester, you'll do another 35 of another practice. I see. I'm glad to hear that you have a lot of opportunities. Intriguing. And you said you were about to complete your associate's degree, as in like this is your last semester? But yeah, that's it. You do agree you wish there was more? Yeah. But you get rotations, so that's nice. I imagine those people you intern are prospective hirees, possibly? Or can you see an opportunity working for them? What kind of cross do we have? That's it? Okay, so it's a position of the river. Opposite. We can do opposite of the river. So like, we'll call.
看板。泳いで川の向こうに渡るな。
Yep, that's all you have to do. State licensing exam independent of the college. Oh, that's fair.
"体操教室の先生が生徒に「もう一度挑戦しましょうか?」
So linguistics, huh? In your future. I'm guessing fall semester? This fall is when you start your linguistics track? Once upon a time, the doctor told you back in the late 70s, his graduating class in the same program at 100 plus people in like a 4-year university situation, graduating class? Or are you talking about high school? Your graduating class will be projecting 6, though you have 7 right now. Oh, I see. Oh, from that exact program or the same program? Dang. I wonder what happened there. What? On your hair. And it's ku. It's a verb. Interesting. It could be attach, actually. Like, that would check out. Tsuku? So, tsui? Tsuiteru yo.
クラスメイトに髪に虫がついているよ。
Tsuiteru yo. Nope. The 2-year community college. Okay. Program, okay, sure. You cannot even picture 100 people being in it. It's saying these days we occupy 3 rooms in the corner of the smallest wing of the oldest building on campus. Yeah, that sounds about right. However, obviously, I don't know. My guess is that during the time, whenever they said late 70s, late 70s is when you could imagine that opticians were a thriving place that didn't have a steady state of turnover yet. Like in terms of its accessibility. It's kind of like at some time there must have been an uptick of like science related professions. And now I would imagine it's a fraction of it. Actually, when I graduated, it was already on the decline anyways. The waves, right? Steady state is reflected in the demand. So opticians, once you hit a steady state, a lot of times opticians are more about a turnover. And in terms of scientific careers as well, it's very dependent on turnover. It's not a escalating demand for it when it stabilizes. I don't imagine that optometry is going to get some sort of innovation that would substantially increase its work demand, like specialty demand. At least from an outside perspective. I don't actually know how fast-paced optometry is. I can only imagine it's not substantially that much faster than any particular scientific discipline. I'm not sure if that's a reflection of whether there's a decline or improvements in optometry, but more so the demand for them. It's definitely a large change. I mean, there are obviously other confounding variables, like for example, a competing optician program, for example, could be explainer, statewide funding for programs, competing treatments and methodology. Always an interesting question to tackle. Do your program ever talk about like epidemiology and like supply, demand, and whatnot, profession, outlook, all those things while you were in the program? Sometimes nearing the end of programs, they would like expose the prospective candidate to workshops and recruitment, what do you call them, I suppose, like conventions and whatnot, to see to get a general gist of what the current prospects in your pursuit, your career pursuit is currently, right? In science, or at least when I was still working on my graduate degree, you encounter many opportunities where prospective like companies and other universities and conventions solicit, or like you get exposed to the general lay of the land, like who's actually hiring, what type of outlook the career has and whatnot. And in the science community, like the greater, I guess, biological community at that time, there was a very apparent decrease in academic science and accelerated aggressive increase in industrial application. So it was to be expected that those who want to stay in academia, instruction, education, training, or next generation scientists, that consistently is a hurdle to the campuses that are producing those scientists. They typically then go into industry because of the greater demand and the available funding. So what happens is like the programs themselves are less sustainable because they're producing scientists, but those scientists don't continue to recirculate back into the very thing that produced those scientists in the first place. I can imagine something like that happening for opticians or like optician programs, where, like, for example, the people that graduate from your program, it's not like they're going back to producing more opticians or like people in your program. So like when you're going, like you, like for example, Valentine, you specifically already said you're going to do this part-time and you're working under an optician who, that those opticians agree to give you training and internship, but you're not going back into the force. You're actually training and you're going to pursue your alternative passion as well, which is linguistics, and is not feeding back to its program. So it's very clear that even in your position, it's a reflection of what happens when it kind of goes back to the first thing you shared about thankless jobs and thankless things. Oftentimes, to demonstrate, not that this isn't a idea of guilt, it's more about the natural, or like what typically happens when people have privileges and they seek their passions, right? Oftentimes it doesn't go back to the thing that produces it. So I'm kind of curious where educators for that field is coming from, especially like for science, for example, like various fields of science. Regardless of how talented or well qualified and trained they are, there's no guarantee that the campuses that produce them will benefit from the people they produce. It's their goal to try their best to have the people who they invested in have some sort of impact back to the campus. And it's kind of like getting your mail, right? You're getting your mail and then there's a donation letter to contribute back to your campus, because that's probably how they run. And most of the time, I would say a large majority of the people would be more like in a privileged position, but they didn't seek the success that they wanted or acquired even the things that they want, like imagined. So therefore the campus basically loses its investment. And that's kind of something that I thought about quite often, because it's not like I'm also giving back, like I'm also in the same position where like, oh sure, like I would love to be somehow offered a position that I don't think I'm qualified for, but if it helps the campus, sure, but I don't think I'm qualified for it. So in a way that they had lost some tangible investment that they had in me, because I'm not producing science, nor am I producing more students or more potential scientists that will rotate into the program that produced me. So that's kind of, it's like a bittersweet kind of deal. Like on the one hand, obviously campuses and your instructors and your mentors hope that you are successful in whatever you pursue. And generally that's what I often resonate with when someone says a thankless job. A thankless job is one that you typically pursue and encourage the person you're helping or the service you're providing, but you do not ever expect a return. It has to be serendipitous and coincidental. So typically whenever I hear that, that's kind of like the program is shrinking because they produce ambitious people who leave and go away from the thing that would keep the program running. Kind of a bittersweet thing. Yeah, a bit. It's claimed the profession is in high demand. Not only are people constantly aging into needing readers, but also nearsightedness is really prevalent in young people. Those things I think sound attractive. I don't think that means that there would be a demand in the profession. Like hear me out here. It most certainly is, I would agree, it's true that people are consistently aging into needing readers, and then like nearsightedness is prevalent in young people. Whether it is on the uptrend or not, say there is an uptrend, that does not equate to an increase in the demand for a profession. Like there are more people who are consistently more and more uneducated in the United States. That doesn't create a demand for more and more teachers. It creates a demand for a solution, certainly, but they typically do not equate to each other. Especially that, I feel that is like one of the ways that you can help simplify and encourage yourself to pursue a profession. But demand is not reflective in the symptom. The symptom asks for a solution, and one of the solutions might not be to create more experts. Like, for example, if the world continues to have more diseases, the demand for health might be there, but it wouldn't literally create the demand. right? Because there are other solutions. Like, for example, like the prevalence of, say, mental health issues are on the rise. That is not necessarily going to produce more therapists and like resources for more therapists, especially one of human nature, like humankind. So when it comes to like the qualifications for optometry, I don't know if technology, for example, is filling that demand or not. And I can definitely certainly empathize with the medical field in general, like the extended medical field, which includes like pharmacology and optometry, that due to not being able to fill the personnel demands, it often feels like they're stretched thin, maybe overbooked, etc. Right? However, there is also a flip side to it. That also means that if they are business oriented, they're also, with more supply, also means that their businesses would have more competition. So that's kind of an interesting thought as well when it comes to the dynamics. Like, for example, if you imagine and pictured 100 people, right, being like, you are a class of 100, that also means you will compete with all 100 of those people for a position. And if the demand is truly not there, then you would likely be relegated to the potential of being unemployed. So it's one of those things, like, it'd be interesting to know how much of the demand is being filled by the proportional number of people being produced. Typically, high demand doesn't mean that there's high opportunity. And then when there's high supply, there's also higher competition when like maybe demand is proportionally low or like significantly low. Very interesting. There was another conversation before about right now that's kind of facing the gaming industry. This is my thought for today, was the gaming industry conversation, where like nowadays the highest quote unquote demand is reaching a point of mediocrity, whereas the things that aren't in demand are having disproportionate success. And because of this demand for mediocrity, as in like this demand to fill mediocrity has a large demand. So like, for example, like a AAA title, this demand spreads out the resources. So then the quality has gone down while the demand goes up. Meanwhile, the ones that aren't fulfilling this quality, their demand is, you could say, just right, or a bit more appropriate, and they have a disproportionate success. So like a game that no one asks for but doesn't meet the demands are celebrated and successful, and the games that are high in demand are being saturated and reaching a point of mediocrity. So interesting dynamics. I'm not sure where the profession is at the moment. My experience with opticians are largely in like, I have personal, like, they are usually attached to vendors, and I guess I had on and off experiences from like a consumer standpoint between large companies and private like private practices, right? But the opticians and the ophthalmologists are attached to their vendors, their storefront. So I haven't ever been to a place. Does this place also, like the place you operate in, have vendor associations, or is it just straight up an optician office without a vendor association? I think one of the big proponents of seeking optician things is, where are you going to have a source of resources or funding? And oftentimes when I imagine an optician or ophthalmologist, it is often tied to merchandising as well, which I imagine that's something that you probably have some experience with, despite even working in a hardware place. Hello. Oh, what are we doing? Greeting a classmate. Hello. Maybe just a formal hello?
クラスメートに挨拶をする。こんにちは。君がケンだろう。
I have a question, a follow-up question about your pursuit for linguistics. What does it mean to pursue linguistics at university? Like, for example, I don't imagine linguistics and communication degrees are in the same field. So what is it about linguistics that interests you that isn't communication? You suppose those are some things you'll find out as you continue to work there as well. They seem pretty connected. They sell brands you've never even heard of. Yeah, so this would be the private boutique things. When I was like in graduate school, I encountered this really nice place, and they had all designers. They had all designers. So okay, 90% designers, because there were still Oakleys, right? There's still Oakleys in it. But those designers were fantastic. I had like this one-piece titanium frame that was made, crafted from Japan. So it was really nice to see like those type of things. My recent frame though was from like a lens crafter. So yeah, the ones that I'm wearing now. Oh, that's just another.
あなたの車は白ですか?
But the adjective. So why? I can still do the adjective there, no? Oh, maybe when it's only when typically
赤い箱が
modifying
欲しいです。
like that.
後ろから声が聞こえる。
あと3週間で卒業する。
You think it's easier to just quote the university's page on the program here? For linguistics? I see. Okay, I'm gonna do some filtering. So a program which combines linguistics in Japanese, intended for students who wish to pursue linguistics. Okay. linguistics, proficiency, and understanding. I see. That's like I was illustrating a point. I know it says a unique program with which combines studies in linguistics and advanced level studies in Japanese and is intended for students who wish to pursue the study of linguistics as well as achieve advanced proficiency and gain linguistic understanding of the specialization language or specialized language. My thought is the program, when I was filtering, the words that are nondescript can be taken out because they would typically mean the same regardless of their thing. So it looks like it has told me based on the program's language that you're going to study linguistics in Japanese and hope to gain proficiency and understanding of Japanese. That's what I read from that quote. So hopefully you get those things when you're in the program. Whether the program is unique, most programs will say they're unique. Whether they combine studies or not, interdisciplinary, that's usually characteristic of most programs. Advanced level is not standardized, so you can't, like, for me, I think that's a little disingenuous to say advanced level. And then achieving proficiency is dependent on the person who's taking the program, and then proficiency and understanding. So that says that it's a program that you can learn about Japanese. I hope you learn everything and anything possible with Japanese. It's interesting that it's a specific program in Japanese. Like the most important word in that statement is Japanese. That is very interesting. I wonder how they're going to use Japanese in order to have someone learn about linguistics. My thought is because a linguistics program wouldn't single out Japanese in their description. They would probably talk about the mechanics and the systems that they offer under the field of linguistics. And as far as I am aware, it doesn't seem like they're alluding to any form of communication. So my guess is it's going to be interesting to see how they cover the linguistic things. You don't really intend to pursue any jobs with this degree. It's more to just enrich yourself, though you do want to do an exchange during this program. Through the program. That's fair. I mean, I don't understand what the intention of pursuing a job has anything to do with my comments. Or maybe you're not making comment on what I'm saying, but my question was if it had anything to do with communication, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm convinced that statement explains anything about communication. However, you can probably get those communication skills through a exchange, I suppose, during the program. Yeah. It'll be interesting to hear what you learned from it. So I can pick your brain about what constitutes as linguistics, because I don't actually know anyone who's in linguistics, like in linguistics education. I know quite a lot of people nowadays. Oh yeah, you were just throwing that out there too. You think you will have to learn a lot about communicating with others, especially during Japanese classes specifically, since we'll have to speak to each other. Yeah. I want to learn about linguistics, actually. Like, what I mean is, I have been quite interested in linguistics. I have yet to do anything related to linguistics. So, for example, it's kind of fun in the last month to look at grammar, right? This grammar stuff. And grammar stuff is what I tend to interpret as linguistics. Most of the stuff that I yap about, like yapping and talking about cadence and reading behavioral things, nonverbal communication, net speak and algo speak and all that stuff, like how people come to conclusions and using syllogism and logical fallacies and whatnot, those are like areas of communication. They're not areas of linguistics because they don't explain this stuff. They don't explain like etymology and why stuff are structured this way, what are the similarities or patterns. Like they don't explain those things. And linguistics is what I came to understand as a way to explain that. So typically, like, linguistics experts don't necessarily concern themselves with like colloquialism per se, like the use of colloquialism or the maturation of like common communication things that we talk about. At least that's my impression. However, again, I haven't had the opportunity of ever picking someone's brain on what they actually learn in a linguistics program. So it'll be interesting in next like coming years. I could pick your brain about what you're learning in linguistics, and I might, like, unlike your, right, I don't know a lot about optometry at all, really. Like, optics is pretty terrifyingly muted, but in the next year or two, we might be able to use, like, you might have like a great way to interact about linguistics, because I like learning things with people learning things. You're really interested in diving into it too? Yeah, like there's something really refreshing about looking at systems. Like, linguistics to me is how I feel about systems work. Systems work with languages, right, is legitimately the part that I enjoy about looking at these things. Where like a linguistics person that's educated, they would primarily speak in a manner in which they can ascertain how the system works. And that is kind of neat. I don't know anyone who's in linguistics, and the people that I encounter are linguistic gurus. They are people who talk like they're talking to people who don't care about systems, or people who have been on the internet for a really long time, but they rarely in a position for education. So they talk as though they're gurus. Basically, not like it's a good or a bad thing, it's more like an appropriate thing. I'm not interested in getting gurued, so to speak. Like when someone says, oh yeah, you know, long story short, you just do this and that will make sense later. I'm like, I kind of just want you to explain to me how the system works. Like, just give me the bells and whistles about the things. But they wouldn't have enough time for that. They're more like looking for the hustle, and that's kind of, that's not the way I feel enriched in something. So having a deeper discussion about linguistics will be a very opportune moment when you get into Japanese linguistics, I suppose. It'll be interesting to know if you end up cross like analyzing other languages in order to have Japanese be like a point of relative. So you learn like linguistic principles of Japanese, and then that is used to be able to expand from Japanese. So I can see Japanese being like a, what do you call it, a model language. So oftentimes when you're doing systems works, right, when you're doing system works, you require a model language, and then all the principles, like the foundations and the principles, are built off the model language. Then in advanced courses or in advanced in advanced learning situation, then you tackle other languages or other models, basically, or other variables, which allows you to do like cross analyses or analyses. That kind of like in biology, you would have a model organism, maybe like, you know, E. coli. And then because of your foundation in SystemWorks and foundation, like SystemWorks that produces the foundation of studying E. coli, the modeled organism, right? The model organism. Then in your advanced courses, you tackle variables, and variables would be like questions that has to be extrapolated and applied from your model organism. So it'll be interesting to see when you learn other languages or you talk to other people with other languages after using Japanese as a model language for linguistics. I wonder where English comes in to all of this. It's pretty like my first inclination was that a linguistics program would be in the native language of the program, but since this description is suggesting legitimately Japanese, it'll be interesting to see how the experience differs when someone learns linguistics through using a target language as opposed to a linguistics in the existing language, in the common language. Like most of my conversations, whenever someone asks me about like oncology or dermatology, like nutrition and health, my comments are based on my foundations in biology, in molecular biology and biochemistry. So the foundations are applied to a target. So most of your targets will be relative to the thing you learned it in context. So it'll be interesting to talk to someone who used Japanese. I mean, at least that's what I'm anticipating from that program description, that they learn their linguistic foundations by studying Japanese, as opposed to learning their linguistic foundations studying English and then using what they understand in English to then study Japanese's linguistics. Pretty interesting. Order does profoundly matter, you know, in human experiences. Like whenever someone, my Gen Z example would be something like, oh yeah, this person, their model game, for example, their model game are FromSoft games, Souls games. So whenever I present them with a puzzle game, they would evaluate and, you know, compare and analyze based on Souls designs, like FromSoft designs. So that's different from someone who, say, started and learned their foundations from game design from a puzzle game standpoint and then played the puzzle game. That's kind of a very similar way. The way you talk about it makes you even more excited to find out about it. The advisement and registration form came out in April, and you'll be able to find out lots more then too. I'm looking forward to it. Like, these are my burning questions. Like, I think if you're excited about these burning questions, I think we're on the same page. Like, I genuinely, if I had time, right? Like, there's not enough time in life to be excited about all the things you can learn. And whenever I hear someone say they're going to do something, I have so many questions, because those would be kind of the questions you should be asking yourself. Like, in my opinion, like, people who are going to learn something and they have all their life experiences, that should be what is exciting. Like, you're trying to ascertain how your worldview and your disciplines and your knowledge is going to be useful in the future, like how you're going to apply it, what's your curiosity. And immediately when I hear there's a program that you learn linguistics in about and using Japanese as a model language, that's gonna be wild compared to doing it the other way. So all my thoughts come from that. Like, interesting. Your perspective is going to be so different, in my opinion, when it comes to linguistics, if that's what's happening there. Where like you learn verbs, subjects, like verbs, subjects, adjectival relationships, like the prevalence of like pitch changes, like beat changes, dichotomies in verb construction, the conjunctive forms, and all of it is relative to Japanese as opposed to English. So then whenever like you're speaking in English, you're going to use the linguistic understanding of your modeled target language to create associations with your common language. And that's wild. Like right now, one of my favorite interests, like routines at the moment, is to relate all the Japanese things to Chinese and then Chinese to English. So because of their relationship, that is how I feel linguistics work. So in a way, while I haven't delved into linguistics, looking at comparing and contrasting multiple languages is, in my opinion, the essence of why linguistics, the field of linguistics, exists. You're looking at how systems work between multiple targets. In science, that's what you're looking at. When I'm studying a retrovirus, I must look at the different types of retroviruses and then how different types of retroviruses are RNA viruses, and RNA viruses are not all retroviruses. So you look at a modeled organism or language, you investigate how its system works, and then you try to translate or compare and contrast with other existing targeted like organisms or languages of interest, right? You're absolutely right. So many people go through life just coasting and not thinking the slightest about what's next. Yeah, I think that's kind of a general trend right now. Yeah, I do feel that the coasting thing, I mean, not that it's a bad or a good thing, because I mean, if they're coasting and they're happy, that's cool. I think a lot of times the attention that's drawn are those who are coasting but deteriorating, right? And whenever I think about coasting, people coast because they're comfortable, at least in the ideal sense. When you're coasting, you want to coast. There are, in this case, many examples of where people think they're coasting, but they're like deteriorating, they're getting worse. So they're complacent and they're more acceptant of, oh, okay, so this is the new low. Next year it's slightly lower, but I guess we'll get used to that. So that type of coasting is probably the one that comes to mind a lot more often, where like, for example, there's coasting, which is cool. This is like, all right, I'm good enough, I'm good to go, I got what I need, we're coasting. And then there's coasting, which is the people who like, I take what I can get, I'm getting better little by little, right? And that's cool, but they're kind of doing what works, and they don't want to change anything. They don't need to change anything because it still continues to work. And then there's the other coasting, which is when the slow degradation, the slow decline becomes acceptable. And there's usually this one, when the better coasting, typically when it starts declining, a point of inflection, these are the people who like seek problem solving, right? They would then learn to problem solve for the first time. And then this one is usually when they reach a point where there's a crisis, and that also triggers problem solving. This is, for me, I encounter most people in this situation. Like 80% of the time, this is the people that I interact with on a daily, like on a more common basis. And then the middle one is interesting because they can go either sometimes go up or down. So, and then it encounters these. But generally speaking, if you're going slightly up and it starts declining again, then there's problem solving to be had. But the type of coasting that I'm probably thinking you're suggesting here is, yes, I agree that there's an increased trend of this type of coasting, which is they're coasting, but they are not directionally bound. Their direction is not looking upwards. It's not taking into account whether you can go upward or not. And then oftentimes it means that there will be an eventual decline, right? A decline that requires problem solving. But if you coast, then you have no problem solving, right? Like, you wait for a crisis to happen, and then you hope that you can get out of that crisis. Or a lot of times people would say, like, what if it's too late when you coast too long? You know. I'm glad to hear that you're as ambitious as ever. This year is gonna be a big year. You start end of one journey, start of a new journey, two times over. Keep it up. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear your like most of the things. So I imagine you're concluding your optician program now. What do you do in class nowadays? Or do you spend most of your time in internships? Drop. The cat dropped. Sue. It's a sue verb. Or it could be a pseudo verb. No, it's definitely... Yep.
猫が私のマグカップを机から落とした。
You'll have to be my default linguistics person in Japanese.
医者から酒を飲みすぎるなと言われました。
僕の兄は森で虫を捕まえるのが好きです。
No pressure. Slip down? On its own?
メガネが下がる。
Okay.
いろいろしてくれてありがとう。
Ore usually focuses on act of showing gratitude. Here, you can try a word that can refer to both the feeling of gratitude and the act of expressing it. Of expressing. Maybe like uh
感謝の気持ちを示
感謝。
す。
Okay. Fairly broad range, right? What are my things for broad range? It's
毎日午後3時頃に飼い猫におやつをあげます。
Oh, you know what? Does this take... Is this Koro and Goro? No. Why is there an alternative that just shows the same thing? What is the input for this? Wait, hold up. I want to test something. Okay, this is the same Goro. Koro and Goro. Okay. Alright. Down? Or like 下に。
僕の犬は階段で下に行くのが下手です。
You really look forward to sharing your progress. On that note, you have to get some rest. Yeah, take care for your lab in the morning, which is basically what you're doing in class these days. Oh, okay. Yeah, good luck. Thank you for stopping by and sharing your updates. Obviously, you can find out what I'm doing each and every day. It hasn't really changed. The YouTube channel is kind of like pretty much sums up many of the things. Or the 400 day, you know, the day 400 on Wanikani and day 400 on Hanzi Heroes coming up, so I'll be recording those. And then Bunpro still has a couple, has at least another month to go. Just practice reading out the scripts on lenses. Okay, measuring frames and stuff. Alright, yeah, take care Valentine. Good luck. Looking forward to our future discussions. Botan.
ボタンを押す。
Want to say, heck, I see the me. Natsume.
上司が部下に、あの失敗について説明してください。
私は毎日犬の散歩をしているんです。
Bear? 後輩にタクシー何をあげる Bear use money? I mean, cost or payment? Could be payment. Like, heck. Fee? Do I have a fee word right now? Doesn't quite seem right. Oh wait, maybe I do.
後輩にタクシー代をあげる。
代。
子供、その鍵は何の鍵ですか？大人、秘密です。
です。 秘密です。
僕はあの城の中に入ったことがあります。
Yes, this is not quite the way I've used this before. So how do you like sweep across or something like that? Was it like sweep across? It's not. To exchange money after... Oh no. Okay, alright, hold up. To exchange money after receiving goods or a service, or to remove something troublesome. Exchange. So if you're exchanging for... Oh, it's probably harau.
服についた虫を払う。
Remove something troublesome, huh?
門の鍵を閉める。
Heck. Something goody. No? The goody. No? Oh, no, wait. Is that to be surprised? Oh, no. Man, by the way, I don't imagine this is gonna help with a phrase used to cut into a discussion and use the... Okay. That kind of helps. Like, doko made. No, dokoro de. No? That doesn't sound right. Dokoro de.
ところで、明日は何をするの？
Okay, hold up. That's not right. No. Okay, alright. Oh, okay. It's probably Hitobito.
この村の人々はとても優しい。
No alternatives, really. Okay, in this situation? Huh.
今日の客の数は少ないです。
妻が夫に、ただいま、そこでセミを見たよ。
Semi? Interesting. Cicada.
明日はカラオケで歌を歌ってバイトに行くつもりです。
生物の先生は火が人間の進化の鍵だって言った。
Ooh.
友達からのメールを読む。
I don't think is what I don't think this is what I think it is. My gut reaction is maybe like some sort of sore. Maybe like sore kara.
息子が母に、シャワーを浴びて、それから宿題をするよ。
That is also not. Maybe we're using like. I'm not interested. This is not the word that I think it is. The trait of inciting feelings of wanting to know about something. So there is no interest. Oh, interest. Or is it? Or no? Oh no. It's not desire. More like definitely your. Oh, ryomi or not ryomi, ryomi.
食べ物には興味がありません。
父は高校で働いています。
私の仕事は船を点検することだ。
Surprised? Oh, wait. Wait, yeah.
大きい声にびっくりした。
する。
人が住んでいない島に行きたい。
Okie dokie. Gotta keep track of time. So let's do some cramming. Let's try out this cramming. So we're not gonna use the default thing, right? The default thing. We're gonna try out the other types. So we have reading type, right? And we're just gonna launch the grammar, like bloop, into the grammar, right? And then number of questions per item. Let's just keep everything else on default complete mode. I mean, these are irrelevant because we did complete our N5. So let's see what reading is like. Now it's time to experiment. Let's click on this. Okay. Wait.
寿司を食べるのは彼だ。
寿司を食べるのは彼だ。And then, okay, so this is reading, right? So I guess I'm supposed to think about what this means. This is normalizing the like verb phrase. Oh, they want me to translate it. Yeah, he's the one who eats sushi. So hold up. Yeah, it's the one. Okay. So I'm actually not quite sure if that's gonna. Let's move on and see. Okay, I see. So that's what they're doing, and then we just move on. Oh, I see. So 一緒に文法を勉強しませんか So like, do you want to study grammar together, right?
一緒に文法を勉強しませんか
Or won't you study grammar with me? Okay, that's fair. この靴の履かない方がいい。This pair of shoes is not wearing this pair of shoes that I wear is not better.
この靴を履かない方がいい。
It's not better to wear the shoe. It would be better not to wear the shoe. Oh, the other way around. Not to wear. My bad. This is not to wear. Okay. Let's keep going. あの犬はあの人のです。That dog is that person's dog, or that person's dog, implied dog.
あの犬はあの人のです。
That dog over there belongs to that person over there. Fair enough. It's inferred by the structure. この机の上に下がる? I mean 座る. 座る. Yeah. So I don't know, sit on this table. Maybe like set a thing on this table, but I guess you could say it's sit on this table.
この机の上に座る。
Yeah, to sit on this table. Fair enough. ここで曲がります。Turn here. Sure.
ここで曲がります。
Or yeah, to turn at here, sure. Because of the ここはいいのですか? Is this one good? Or is here good?
ここはいいのですか?
Yeah, is here good? It's fine. あそこで遊んでもいいです。遊んでもいいです。
あそこで遊んでもいいです。
いいです。Okay. Lower than I thought. Okay. I guess hanging out over there is good. Or is it good? Is it okay to hang out over there? Sort of. It's kind of like permissive. You may play over there. Yeah, permissive. The subject is not clear. So it could be something else, but it's like it's okay to play over there, right? It's okay to play over there. 食べたください。食べて Oh, ください。食べてください。I'm like, okay. Eat, please. Like, it's an imperative with
食べてください。
食べてください. It's asking nicely to do something. Please eat. Right. Okay. 彼は行きます。He's going somewhere?
彼は行きます。
Okay, sure. He will go. Yeah, okay. 風をひくつもり No, 引く引くつもりはなかった。So it's 引くつもりは so like this whole thing right here is marked by this and なかった so this is past tense but he never catches a cold or he's never sick.
風邪をひくつ
Oh,
も
I
りはな
don't
かった。
intend to catch a cold. Oh, wait. Interesting. Oh, that's the tsumori is intend, not. I'm thinking of itsumo. No. Yeah, intend, not intend to catch a cold. That's a mistake. We're just gonna move along. 一日にお茶を3 sun, what is this? Bean? By. Dang it. Sun by. 3杯ぐらい飲みます。
1日にお茶を3杯ぐらい飲みます。
Every day I drink, or sure, I drink about 3 cups of tea. Or in one day. Yeah, in one day, sure. I said every day, but I was thinking like in one day, but it's inferring a common pattern. Cake wa nai. There's no cake. The cake is a
ケ
lie.
ーキはない。ケーキはないです。ケーキはありません。
Ah, they included all of them. Okay. どのラーメン屋で食べるんですか？食べるんですか？ That's an emphasis. Which ramen shop do you eat? Which ramen shop to eat at, I suppose.
どのラーメン屋で食べるんですか？
Yeah, which ramen will you eat? Okay. Say what? 味噌汁は熱いです。Miso soup is hot.
味噌汁は熱い。味噌汁は熱いです。
Okay. テレビを見るよりゲームをする方が楽しい。I like playing games more than I like watching TV.
テレビを見るよりゲームをする方が
Or
楽しい。
I think it's more fun to play games than TV, which is more like I said like, but I associate like with being fun. 川が細い。The river is narrow.
川が細い。
Okay. Oh, it plays automatically when I click anyways. Okay, so that's fine. 重いですか？重いですかと言いました。He heard, is it heavy?
重いですかと聞きま
Or
した。
he asked, yeah. it's inferred that what he heard was a question that's being asked because it's a question. 大変なので、no, 大変なのは忙しい。忙しい。指示? Oh no, 仕事. What am I doing? That's 仕事. I was thinking of something else. Yeah, 仕事. Very busy. Actually, busy work is hard or very hard or something. This work is very hard.
大変なのは忙しい仕事。
The one that is difficult is a busy job. Okay, wait. Busy work is difficult is what I said, but there's a no there, so you have to think about a busy job is a difficult one, or one that is difficult is a busy job. Fair enough. And I missed the one. I should really get used to saying one because this is 大変なの. It's the one that is difficult. So I could say busy job is the one that is difficult, despite it being like reversed. I mean, they're trying to translate it from in like a orderly manner, but I kind of just read things the other way anyways. お金をwait. 口座に入れなくてはならない。You must put your money. Is this like at the what do you call it? The counter. It's a ticket counter or like some sort of counter where you like put the money in, like slip under or something. Like ticket counter would be what I would say.
お金を口座に入れなくてはならない。
The account. Okay, fair enough. Let's put money in your account. Oza. More of a vocabulary, honestly. 暑いです. Hot. No wait. Yes. Or warm, like hot temperature wise.
暑いです。
無理でしょ? Impossible. And it's inferring that it's shared. It's understood that it's
無理でし
impossible.
ょ
Right? Yeah. 無理でしょ? As in seeking confirmation, so to speak. In a kind of a polite way. 友は時計をする. Oh, 時計をする. What the? How does suru work with toke? He has a watch? Tomu's watch?
友は時計をする。
Where? Okay, I see. I'm like, to do a watch? To tell time? What's going? Wait, are there alternatives? Oh, no. Or the other thing. Okay, for wearing. Interesting. That's more of a vocabulary thing. この靴はお母さんからです. This shoe is from my mother.
この靴はお母さんからです。
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm plural or singular. It's implied. たくさんの服を買いたいです。I want to buy a lot of shoes.
たくさん
Or
服を
clothes.
買いたい
not
です。
shoes. Clothes. 服 I was still on the shoes thing from the last prompt. あの本をまだ返していません。I still have not returned that book. Or that book over there.
あの本を
however.
まだ返していません。
Yeah. Okay. This is exciting. 彼は図書館で日本語を勉強しているだろう。I study. This is for strength. It's like assertive. So it's emphasizing that I'm currently studying, or I'm studying Japanese at the library, or he is studying Japanese actually. 彼は
図書館で日本語を勉強しているだろう。
Oh. Interesting. これは何? What is this?
これは何？
これは何? が聞く。お医者。お医者さんに聞いた方がいい。I guess it would be better if you listen to your doctor, right?
お医者さんに聞いた方
Or
がい
to
い。
ask your doctor. That's fair. Actually, that is fair. 来月にします。I will decide. Let's just say I'll decide next month.
来月にします。
Or to decide next month. It's fine. そこがいい is over there. Is that like there okay? Like is there
そこが
good?
いい。
That place is good. Tomu がいます。It's Tom.
トムがいます。
Or Tom is. Sure. Those are kind of. トムはサッカーをするのが上手です。Tom's good at soccer.
トムはサッカーをするのが上手です。
それは高かった。世間高かった。That was tall.
それは
Or
高かった。
expensive. Okay, that's a little better. I'm fine with expensive. It's either or. It's actually kind of hard to know. But that is expensive is good. 私の犬はいいよ。強くなかったです。My dog, it wasn't strong.
私の犬は強くなかったです。
強くなかったです。Okay. バスで学校に行く。I go to school by bus.
バスで学校に行く。
猫が大好きだった。大好きだった。 I really love, or I loved cats,
猫が大好きだった。
or I really liked cats. Cats were loved by me. Oh, that's an interesting way to get it. 晩ご飯の前にお菓子を食べてはいけない。You must not eat snacks before having dinner, right? Or before dinner.
晩ご飯の前にお菓子を食べてはいけない。
Okay. 夜9時からビール、プールでいるな。Don't go into the pool. Don't go into the pool after, I guess, from or after 9 a.m. like 9 in the evening or night.
夜9時からプールに入るな。
髪を誰かに渡しましたか？ Oh, okay. 誰にも渡していません。I guess who did you pass the paper to? And I have no idea who passed the paper.
紙を誰かに
I
渡
did
しま
not
した
hand
か？
off the paper to anyone.
誰にも渡していま
Sorry,
せ
my
ん。
bad. Oh, did you? Right. I should phrase it properly. Did you hand off the paper to someone? I did not hand off. Okay. これは大変な仕事です。This job sucks. The job is difficult.
これは大変な仕事です。
花がある木？ There are flowers on the tree, or it's a tree with flowers.
花があ
Or
る
it
木。
has flowers. Fair enough. ここは和室です。This is a Japanese style room.
ここは和室です。
Yeah, here's a Chinese song. Okay. 掃除をしたけれども、また行かない。I mean, 汚いな、行かない。汚い。I'm cleaning, right? I'm cleaning because this room, because this room is dirty, or because it's dirty.
掃除をした
I
けれど
clean,
も
but it's
まだ
still
汚
dirty.
い。
Oh, mada. Yeah, it is still dirty, but it is still dirty. Dang it, it's the other way around. Like, yeah, I got the relationship backwards. Just gonna keep moving. 来週から難しくなります。ね？ No, 忙しくなります。I guess I'm not busy next week.
来週から忙しくなります。
Oh, wait. It will become busy. Oh, no. This is narimasu for naru. Oh, dang. I totally misread that. Yeah, it will become busy. Yeah, there's a naru right here. From next week. Alright, fine. 歌うのが好きだから カラオケに行きます。How did the dakara work? I go to which direction is it? Like, I go to the karaoke in order to sing songs that I like.
歌うのが好きだからカラオケに行きます。
Oh. Because I like singing. Oh, this is utau, not uta. Utau no. Okay, no ga. So I like singing because, and it's emphasizing. Go to karaoke. Okay. All right. Hitomi さんのお母さんは教師をしている。So Hitomi-san's mother is currently teaching,
ひとみさんのお母さんは教
or
師を
is a
している。
teacher. It's doing the act of teaching, right? あそこのバスは大きい。That bus over there is big.
あそこのバスは大きい。
何か危険がありますか？僕は何もね。そこ Dang it. This is the adjective. 怖くないで、怖くないけど、入らないですよ。Okay. Like, what is dangerous? There's nothing I'm scared of, but I don't want to enter it. Oh, is this a double negative?
何か危険があり
No,
ますか？
yeah, that's fine.
僕は何も怖くないけど入らないですよ。
Yeah. Is there something dangerous? I'm not scared, but I also don't want to go in there. I was a little concerned that this would be a double negative where it's like, oh, I am scared, or I'm not scared, which makes it I am scared, and I'm not going in there. I was just making sure. 食べる前にいただきますという。You gotta say thanks for the meal before eating.
食べる前にいただきますという。
Okay, sure. 大変だ。It's hard.
大
Or
変
it's
だ。
terrible. It's fine. 旅行に行くのが好きでしょ? You like traveling, right?
旅行に行くのが好
Or
き
you
でし
like
ょ？
going on trips? それも牛乳です。That is milk.
それも
Or
牛
that is
乳で
also
す。
milk. それも I've got the more part. あれも服です。That over there is also
あれも服です。
Okay. And then this is the conjugation. 読んで. What does that mean? Just read?
読む、
Oh,
読んで、
they're doing the to read and then thing. Yes. Oh, I wonder how that differs then from interpreting it as imperative. Huh. How much time do we have? I don't want to do this too long. What is this timer? Wait. There's a clock in the top right. Let's see. 宿題の修行に行かなくちゃいけない。You must go to class.
授業に行かなくちゃいけない。
授業 Did I say 授業に行かなくちゃいけない。それは大変だ。それは大変です。This is terrible. Oh, that is awful. Sorry.
それは大変です。
That's awful. 朝まで寝ました。I slept till morning.
朝まで寝ました。
Or until morning. Or それは楽しいです。I guess that's nice.
これは楽しいです。
Oh no, これ sorry. This is nice. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even realize you can click on these things. Wait. Oh, I had no idea you can even click on these things. Huh. Uh, 7時から映画を見ましょう。Let's watch a movie, or yeah, let's watch a movie at from 7, right?
7時から映画を見ましょう。
あなたもトムです。You are also Tom?
あなたもトムです。
コートね。Take off? できました。ね。いや、できました。Take off your coat.
コートを脱いだ。コートを脱ぎました。
Take off your coat. I took off my coat. Or he or she, whoever it is. これはお父さんの時計だ。That is, or this is my father's watch.
これはお父さんの時計だ。
友達 Why is 友達 grayed out? 私 Oh, I see. Oh, okay. 誰がラーメンを食べますか？Who will eat the ramen? Me? 私が食べます。Oh, yeah. Who will eat the ramen?
誰がラーメ
I will eat
ンを
the
食べ
ramen.
ますか？私が食べます。
彼がyes. Yes? 彼が答えるまで、みんなは落ちました。Everyone waited until he answered. Waited for him to answer,
彼
basically.
が答えるまでみんなは
Until
待
he
ちました。
answered, yeah. Fair enough. 自転車で行った誰の誰のって友達のでいたよ。That's kind of really rough. Okay, to say as like one person. So you want to go by bike, like go by bike? Whose bike? Whose bike? My friend's bike.
自転車で行った？誰ので？
Oh wait, this is
友達ので行ったよ。
this is in the past tense. Yeah, you went by bike. Whose bike did you go on, right? Whose bike did you go on? I went on my friend's bike. I totally forgot about the past tense set by this. ホラー映画は見ないね? I don't want to watch, or like I don't watch horror films.
ホラー映画は見ない。ホラー映画は見ないです。ホラー映画は見ません。
All the three conjugations. 誰かがマスクをくれた。Who gave you the mask? 私 Yeah, who gave you the mask?
誰かがマ
Or
スクをくれ
someone
た。
gave you the mask? Or me? Like, sorry, I have it like reversed because I'm kind of talking to the person. Yeah, I was given the mask. This is implied by someone. あそこに公園へ行く。I went to the park over there.
あそこの公
Or
園
to
へ
go
行
to
く。
the park over there. これはいい、いい音だ。This sounds good.
これはいい音だ。
Oh, this is a good sound. Sorry, the sound itself is good. Not like the idea or something like that. This is a good sound. 水曜日でもいいですか? Is Wednesday okay?
水曜日でもいい
Or
で
is
す
it,
か？
yeah, is it fine if it is on Wednesday? Fair enough. かっこいい。かっこいい。Oh no. What is that? That's senpai, ne? Yeah, senpai. Cool senior.
かっこいい先輩。
Cool senpai. Okay. 何を食べますか? Okay. What will you eat?
何
Or
を食
something
べ
like
ます
that.
か？
先生じゃない。It's not the teacher.
先
Or
生
I'm
じゃ
not
ない
the teacher. Okay, fair enough. 野球は楽しいよ。Baseball's fun.
野球は楽しいよ。
楽しいよ。Okay. いいえ、結構です。It's fine.
いいえ、結構です。
I mean, no thank you is fine too. No thank you, it's fine. We're good. ひらがなとカタカナを覚えた。I memorized ひらがな and カタカナ。
ひらがなとカタカナを覚えた。
Remembered.
ひらがなとカタカナを覚えました。
彼は漢字を書くのが下手。He's bad at writing 漢字。
彼は漢字を書くのが下手。
Okay. 日本語は面白いが難しいです。Japanese is both interesting and difficult.
日本語は面白いが
Or
難しいです。
But it's difficult. Yeah, there is a contrast there actually now that I think about it. It's oh, it's fun. Oh, interesting. That's right. Can be fun in that way too. Okay. お風呂に入りたい。I want to take a bath.
お風呂に入りたい。
それは大変です。That
それ
is
は大変
awful.
です。
Wait, do we not have... Was there multiple Taihen grammar points? I think there's only one like prompt per grammar point, so that's interesting. There are two Taihen. Oh, it could be no. Oh, this could be the chapter on non-adjectives or something. Yep. Okay, just a coincidence that they chose Taihen. 本の買いに行きます。Going to buy a book.
本を買いに行きます。
Or I will go to buy a book. Right. いい質問ですね。That's a good question.
いい質問ですね。
Or that's a good question. Fujisanを登りましょうか? Okay. Shall we climb Mount
富士
Fuji?
山を登りましょうか。
Alright. どれが遠い? 車? 電車? 飛行機? Is it far? Car, train, airplane?
どれが早い？
Oh, which is fast?
車？電車？飛行機？
I thought it was asking far. Okay. That's my bad. That is saying AI. Asakara what? Why am I yeah. 朝から洗い物したりokay. Wash things that's interesting. 洗い物掃除したりした So from the morning, I washed things and then I washed and cleaned things.
朝から洗い物したり、掃除したりした。
I did things like, oh yeah, is that the one with no particular order? No particular order. 美味しいレストランはどこですか? Where's the tasty restaurant?
美味しいレストランはどこですか？
それはペンだろう。
これはペンだろう？
Right? Blank. Happy? Oh, right. Happy mas. How do you abimas? Just get in? Okay. Wash. Okay, sure. Wash, shower. I'm like, how do you... That. Fair enough. It translates to wash. Fair enough. What the rope? Okijo? No, Okinawa. Oh, that's how you Okinawa. Oh, that's cute. Open rope. Nawa. Yeah, interesting. Okinawa. The kun-kun. Nice. 沖縄の海とビーチは綺麗です。Okay. Okinawa, the beach at, we could say like the beach in Okinawa, even though despite this is no, the beach and like ocean in Okinawa are pretty.
沖縄の海とビーチは綺麗です。
But you don't, it does say no as a possessive, but it can also be like in be said in English, like the ocean and the beach in Okinawa, which is the same as Okinawa's sea and beaches. お金があるけど買いません。I want there is money, but I can't buy it. I can't buy. I have money. I can't buy.
お金があるけど
Or I
買い
won't
ませ
buy.
ん。
Sure. 寝るか遊ぶ。寝るか遊ぶ。寝るか遊ぶ。To sleep over?
寝るか遊ぶ。
Ka as an or. Oh, okay. Man, that one's. We'll come back to it another time. We're doing all these grammar points through Cram for review. 一番好きなのはどれですか？この中でYour favorite one is where? Is it here? Or is it
一
like
番好きなのはどれですか
among these?
この中で。
Oh, I guess you could say which. どれ? Is it within these? This one. Among these is good. この本を読んでから返す。This is, I feel like after you read this book, return it.
この本を読んでから返す。
Yeah, once I've read this book, so after I've read this book, I'll return. Or once you read, it doesn't matter. The topic is not determined. 父からお金をもらった。I received money from my father.
父からお金をもらった。
それはあの店が売ったお弁当でしょう？これでしょう？ We bought bento. We sold bento at that store.
それはあの店が売ったお弁当でしょ？
I forgot that is a bento that was sold by that store over there. Oh, right. Oh wait. Oh, this is a different desho. Oh no, I totally misread that. I was thinking of suru, off of the suru, but this is just a confirmation. あれは晩ご飯をしてたって言った。 he said to throw it away, throw dinner away. He said throw dinner away.
彼は晩ご飯
Or
を捨て
threw
たって
away
言った。
dinner. I threw away. How do I know if it was I and not? We would need more context. What kind of sports you
好き
like?
なスポーツは何ですか？
ここでサッカーをしてことがありますか？ What kind of sports can you play here?
ここでサッカーをしたことがありますか？
Did I miss? Have you ever played? How do I miss the ever part? Have you ever before? Probably Otoka is what's doing the have you ever? That's kind of weak. Oh, because of the past tense of shita. Oto. Oh, we have a weak one. I actually am kind of curious. We're not doing the like using the cram for tracking. 一番美味しい紅茶のno that doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, happa. I'm guessing that's still leaves, right? Happa o ageru. I was given, let's say I was given the best black tea leaves.
一番美味しい紅
Oh,
茶
I
の
will
葉っぱ
give
をあ
you,
げ
sorry,
る。
I will give you. It doesn't say who, but most delicious. Oh yeah, I forgot about oishi. What else? 顔を笑って仕事に行ったんでしょう。Wash your face at work?
顔を洗って仕事に行ったんですよ。
Oh, and went to. Oh, I forgot the. He done to go and went to work. Wait, hold up. Really? Oh, I see. Yep. It's this is based on the te conjunction sequence. Okay. 冷蔵庫に肉や魚があります。There is meat and fish in the refrigerator, no particular order.
冷蔵庫に肉や魚があります。
No, non-exhaustive. その絵は綺麗すぎる。That picture is too beautiful.
その絵は綺麗すぎる。
Very beautiful. That picture.
昨
嫌いで like hate and
嫌い
or dislike
嫌い
and
で
奥さんとで喧嘩 What could 喧嘩 mean? Not sure. をしているからあらを買わなくてはいけない。Okay. You must. It means 喧嘩 Oh, I see. Oh, that's just the name of the person. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so or was it? No, that's fighting. Just kidding. Means kenka. Yes, he is fighting with his, yeah, he has to buy some roses. Oh. Oh. Alright. 私だけ本を読むのが好き。I like to only read this book. My
私だけ
only
本を読むのが好き。
only I. Okay. Yeah. No topic marker. That's kind of a weird statement. Not a weird statement for people to say, just a weird statement for me to read. Ashita wa getsuyobi desu. Tomorrow's Monday.
明日は月曜日です。
それも知らなかった。I don't know. I didn't know that either. Coin. Oh, coin. In. Okay, person's name. Waega. Waega. Hantoku. Hantoku. Bottle and. Hantoku. Director? Probably director. Director de Hayu desu. Actor? So this person is a movie director and actor.
クエンティンさんは映画監督で俳優です。
Oh, dang. Quentin Tarantino. Man, Quentin. I couldn't figure out who the name was. I'm like, alright. Yomimasu.
飲む
Drink.
飲みます。
犬のうんこの 直井。直井は、うまくない。Something doesn't sound
犬のうん
sweet.
この匂いは甘くな
it's
い。
poop. Oh yeah, unko. Yes. Oh, I'm like something from the dog doesn't smell sweet. It's poop. Okay. I just got poop joked. All right. その動物は牛じゃなかった。Okay. Well, that's not a cow.
その動物は
Or the
牛じゃなか
animal
っ
is not
た
a。cow. 키? 낸 도쇼. 도시요. Interesting. 요리なので走るのは走るのは遅いです。I guess just this person or yeah, I'm not even
年寄
sure.
りなの
It's
で
old
走るのは遅いです。
and Node is emphasizing side over this side. Can I hear that again?
年寄りなので走るのは遅いです。
It does say like advanced age here. すみません。明日は友達と出かけます。Excuse me. Do you want to hang out? Do you want to go out with friends tomorrow?
すみ
Or
ませ
I'm
ん。
going out
明
friends,
日は
whichever
友達と
way.
出かけます。
You going out with friends? もうコーヒーを作りました。I already made coffee.
もうコーヒーを作りました。
What time is it? Okay. 何時に来ますか? What time did you arrive?
何時に来ます
Where
か
you come? 私は9時にバナナを食べる。Okay. I eat bananas at 9.
私は9時にバナナを食べる。
Or I will
私は
eat.
9時にバナナを食べます。
映画館がありません。There isn't a
映
movie
画館が
theater.
ありません。
寿司を食べなかった。I didn't eat sushi.
寿司は食べなかった。寿司は食べなかったです。
Just covering all the bases. すみません。どうして人たち Right, 人たちはあそこに line up 並んでいるので No, wait, is this line up? 並んでいるのですか? Why? Hey, sorry. Why are those people over there? Are they lining up or something like that?
すみません。
Standing in line over
どう
there.
してあの人たちはあそこに並んでいるのですか？
Okay. 行かないでください。Don't go,
行
please.
かないでください。
You had your third italki session this week. Was fun. Got plenty of tips. Can definitely recommend it if you are ever interested. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. 学校へ行きます。Go
学
to
校へ行き
school.
ます。
With that implied subject. 私の車はこの車です。My car is this car.
私の車はこの車です。
お元気ですか? How are you?
お元気ですか?
Which is testing the interrogator. まだ手を洗っています。I
まだ手を洗っています。
washing. Yeah. Still doing something. Okay. その家を買う。Buy that house.
その家を買う。
僕は魚が嫌いです。
僕は魚が嫌いです。
Alright. So that's kind of an interesting way. Ooh, it's displayed differently too. Interesting. Cram stats coming soon. Neat. Alright. So we gave reading a try. Next time we're gonna do, like, the next time we have some time, we'll do some listening and see what flashcard, how these differ. Reading. How do I think about reading? I think we're probably not going to rely too much on reading. But listening and probably not flashcards, but we'll see what they are like next time, because we gotta keep moving. All right. Wait, what is this N4 vocabulary thing going on? Oh, is one of the vocabulary words actually double logged or something? Oh, that's kind of humorous, actually. I wonder which word it is. Hold up. How would I know which word it is? It's not here. I don't see an N4 labeled. Oh, it might be because I was clicking around using the other function. Maybe. I don't know. That's kind of weird. We'll leave that go as it's going. All right. So we already did our some reviews. We'll leave the rest for tomorrow. What are we looking at for tomorrow? 162. Tomorrow no, tomorrow is still fine. Tomorrow is actually not lesson day. Oh no, lesson day is gonna land on the 3.2 Persona 3.2 patch for Wanikani. We can flip and then do the lesson day tomorrow on Wanikani. So we can do Bunpro first, then go back to Wanikani. I think the lesson is at 9 at 21 and 22. I'll think about it. All right, so we got a taste of how what reading involves. It's kind of humorous because the first thing that I read, I thought they were looking for an explainer of the grammar, but they were just translating the sentences and checking if translating the sentences is close enough. All right, still haven't touched this yet. Reading passages is going to be fun. All right, let's wrap for our Bunpro session today. I think, which one? I think the weakest grammar point. I should write these next time. I should have wrote them earlier. So we'll see if I can recall it. The weakest grammar point is something dealing with see if I can find it. When it comes to reading is definitely not desho. I kind of misread something with desho as a affirmation. Still pretty much one of the weaker ones is I can't think of how to describe. We'll come across it soon. I'm looking for it now. They're okay. Okay. Okay, it's the other set. Oh, have done before was a weak one. Using the past tense. Past tense, koto toka. This was probably one of the weakest of the set. One of the three. When it comes to reading, specifically. Mada, I kind of dropped the mada when I was looking at this. Still haven't done. Tari was okay. Ninaru. Oh, I screwed up on Ninaru. I'm not sure. I don't remember what the example was for this one. I'm not even sure if it was in it. Yeah, I'm not even sure what the example was. Or out of. There was one that was dealing with among bees, but it was in reverse. I'll have to keep an eye on this one. In the question, the sentence order was flipped. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. I was pretty sure the example that I had was the one that was in reverse. This one. Yeah, it's this one that we used. Yeah, that's the one that I remembered. It only used the one that was in reverse. Oh, I didn't get this one before though. Yeah. So I did remember it. Let's see. Let's see. Must do. Oh, these ones get drilled so off so much lately in my head. No, that was definitely it. I think the biggest one was this one because I was thinking of koto differently. All right. So, I mean, reading is fine. I mean, reading is input, right? It's kind of humorous because this is what I consider as input, but this input is referring to the act of entering something, and then what this is output in terms of like in terms of answering, and this is input in terms of answering. What happened to my box? Why is it so screwed up? Hello? Wait, why is it so jank? Ah, my eyes. What's going on? Okay, all right. Maybe they just don't like that page. Okay. Holy, oh. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna touch that again. All right. All right. That's a wrap for Bunpro today. All right. That's our session. We messed around with Cram. We'll try to squeeze in an opportunity maybe tomorrow for the listening, see what the listening format is, and then the flashcards. We're gonna go through most of these and bounce between them this month. All right. That's a wrap. If you want to watch this later, arigatou gozaimasu. Right, as always, feel free to follow along, pick up Bunpro for yourself, give it a try. All these do come with a subscription, I think. And you're always welcome to come on by and yap. I caught up with Valentine today. Seems like they're doing really well. It's always nice to catch up after like 3 or 4 months. Check out their semester, what's happening. Right? Always welcome to Yap. I have lots of questions and lots of excitement. Until next time, 皆さんまたね。見てくれてありがとう. Right. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. I'm gonna get up, stretch, walk around a little bit, and I'll be back for Hanzi Hero. Thank you, thank you.